Good that you're watching to the video on demand of the weekly reset stream that we of course do here every Thursday, where we... Okay, I was like, is my controller working? But it is. Look at the things that Ubisoft has changed to the game. Or actually, the Animus Hub. Because that's of course kind of the thing that we got going on right now. We do know next week there will very likely be an update. And we'll of course be covering that. I do think that at one point I will likely change the title and stuff. Because usually, or like for Valhalla, Odyssey and Origins, the weekly reset was on Tuesday, the same day as the update. But now we're of course on Thursday. So that means that there will be an update that will release all the content. So on Thursday it will already be kind of old. So yeah, we have to kind of work with that. I will check. I'll see what we do, because we can check the new items. Like the exchange will of course change, the missions will change. But I do get at one point, are the anomalies new content? I think you could make an argument, but it's also like kind of... Okay. So yeah, we're in the dark. Let's just immediately open up the Animus Hub, and I'm gonna of course hit record. So yeah, that was kind of my point also with the them saying, yo, we will have new Animus content in the summer. I'm like, okay, but look, okay, sure, I have been lucky enough to play like earlier than everyone else, or like some creators of course as well, some press, but like my projects will be done this week. So then I have to wait like 4 months, 3 months for a new project. Because everyone else will be done. If you, like me, have been doing all the anomalies, you will be done pretty fast. 2, you will be done in like 3 weeks. So then you have to wait 3 months for a new project. With them, like they could have calculated, okay, so we have a project. It takes 5 weeks to complete. 10 weeks, and then all the projects will be done. We need to have a new project immediately afterwards. But no. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you missed this the first time around, then you should totally get this chest piece, of course. It's the Ropes of the Enraged. Vanish after 2 seconds while crouched or prone. I will, of course, showcase that in this stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Good to see everyone here. Yo, first time here, man. Watching your videos for a while, though. That's awesome. Thanks for joining there on Twitch. Good to see everyone. So yeah, get this one. Like, but also with the fact that they are not launching any new projects until summer, which starts at the end of June. So I think in July we will likely see the projects at the earliest. That also means that it will be very hard to get keys after you've completed your projects. So be very mindful of how you spend your keys. I've been not a great example of that because I've been buying everything every week, but I have 310 keys, and I think I'm like out of it if I buy this one. I will be buying this one because we of course want to show everything, but yeah, save your keys. If you want to play OP mode though, then you should buy this. I will showcase it in a moment for if you somehow forgot how OP this item is. But yeah, don't buy this. It looks amazing though. But yeah, maybe it's worth like saving. And these are deluxe edition items. We finally have another chest piece though for Yasuke. But wow, it's like Yasuke, Nawe. Okay, the Nawe katana. I mean, it looks cool. They of course fixed the transmog. Or was that only for Yasuke? Either way, it looks cool, but it's not worth it. So only this one is worth it, I would say. And we got a Winter Akita. Oh. And of course an ally outfit. Don't waste your keys on this stuff. I know it's a cute puppy, but don't do it. Okay. Hey Ben, good to see you as always. How have you been, Ben? Could you show me what's on the store? Is there anything new? I am very curious about that too. So let's go to the store. Did they do it? No. I think that's actually good though, but I do think next Tuesday we will get a new pack. So, yeah, next Tuesday when they launch the new update, we will get a new pack, I think. Because that's when they also launch a new... that's when they also launch the free quest and stuff. Maybe we can. Because we're here anyways, right? Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. Bloopity blop. Vanquisher, appreciate your Prime sub. Of course, if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. That's what I wanted to say. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. Bloop. Okay, we're here. Suddenly we have the post-launch roadmap in front of us. Of course, totally check the video I did on the channel. But yeah, this will be next week on Tuesday. The first quest, the works of Lois Froys. A codex update. Again, I don't know what that means. And quality of life improvement. So we will have some nice... I mean, probably the sell all feature will be back, I would imagine. Hopefully, I would be happy with like something they did not cover in the video. Like, I don't think they wanted to put damage numbers in that video because that would like maybe cause a shitstorm. But maybe they still have it in this early May update. So yeah, that will be this Tuesday. So I think that is when they drop the next Helix pack too. And then, of course, May 27th, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the calendar real quick. Yeah, 27th we get this. The free collab and the Parker updates. And a photo mode update with the music for in the photo mode. I had actually someone reach out to me about this because, yeah, I was like, why you're making a photo in the photo mode, but it's for people that are while making the photo, because of course some people spend hours in that menu. They can have a nice background music. Happy for those people that they have added that. Although Aaron Young says, who reached out, thanks for that. The ambient music while in the photo mode isn't really useful. It's good to listen while composing shots. And if you make tutorial videos, it's nice to have. Seems influenced by Ghost of Tsushima. Like people said, yeah, Ghost had it too. I was not aware of that. So it's for a 0.01% of the audience. They added music to the photo mode. Happy for those people. Okay, yeah, we of course talked about this. The June update is pretty big. And it does seem, and that is kind of cool, that every update might be bigger than the last one. So I think that is like potentially could be good for things that are coming afterwards. But of course, second story drop, a new quest with a new ally. Like if the quest is as long as the other ally missions, that is substantial. It could be, I mean, Ibuki I think was 20 minutes or something, even if you did the romance, and others were 30 minutes. Genojo was pretty long. So if it's like 30, 45 minutes, I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, then we get the difficulty settings, the filter that we can remove, the open world alarm system. Really curious about that. Like that is a cool thing that you can like switch to nightmare difficulty, they will probably call it, or something like that. And then also cause mayhem on the street. I would love it if they have like new enemies spawn, but it will probably be just the guardians. And then they can like go after you while you're not in a camp. Headgear and cutscenes. The June update is huge. And then later on, New Game Plus. Of course, they will raise the level cap. As I said, hold on to your gold, your crafting resource. Because, yeah, you're gonna need it. Simon, Associate Game Director, said that he personally will significantly raise the level cap with the team, of course, for New Game Plus. So that's cool. I think 70, like 80 minimum. That's what I'm thinking. Although they might even go to 99. They might be like, let's do 99. Let's just go crazy. Community feedback, new story drops. So yeah, let me know what you think of the post-launch roadmap while we go back into the game, because for some reason I hit the button to ask, what is this store about? But we already know. We already know. Okay, okay, okay. Let's do the freaking missions. The anomalies. You think, you believe Ubisoft will release 3 DLCs like Valhalla? I think they're gonna release 4. No, I think they will have at least 3. To be fair though, with Claws of Awaji being way later than I anticipated. Okay, we have to do the arena again. I hope it's a different one this time, but it will probably be the Ronins, some outlaws, and an elite with some outlaws. That's, I think, what it was last week. We will see. And we have to kill a samurai, mine the echoes, and purge. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's not like a kill X amount of soldiers this week. We have to really, like, yeah, go after them. Let's do that. Oh no, it is. The samurais is 15 samurais. Okay. I mean, we can maybe combine that with... Nah, I don't think we will make it. But we are going to just do this and then see how far we go. And yeah, we're gonna play OP Naue first. So show you the outfit, of course, in action. I'm gonna use a different... for this. We don't really need weapons. So we're gonna do unarmed Naue, but still wreck house. That's kind of the plan. Okay. Looking good. Let's do our first mission. Oh, it's in a camp. Okay. But yeah, with the Claws of Awaji being way later, will they have a second DLC this year? That is kind of, like, that is wild to me. That we are at least having that conversation. This is like an interesting bug that they had since the last update. Every time, or not every time, almost every time you spawn on a like castle, you're flying. This is also the case for Yasuke. I believe I can float in the air.
Stick to the shadows. I don't want trouble.
Well, we're gonna stick to the makeshift shadows, the ones that are not real. I'm gonna show the armor because otherwise people don't get that I'm using the outfit. Yeah, there we go. We got some nice enemies. Let's see, we have to purge the corrupt entity. Let's see what we got. Should be down here somewhere, right? So what of course happens with this outfit? Boom. You stand still for 2 seconds, you crouch or you prone, and you're in this invisible state. Basically the same as if you would be in the shadow. And then if I kill this guy, normally he would see me. He would be like, I know where this person is. He's like looking at me right now, but he cannot see it. Because I'm in the shadows. So if we kill this, if I can... I don't think I can like kill this. Okay, oh no.
That doesn't look
See?
good.
She dies. And he does not even see me.
You're asking for trouble.
So yeah, this is the best outfit ever made. Get it.
Not for me.
Okay, so they... Yeah, they were like... Now my detection, of course, decreases. And we don't even have weapons equipped, by the way. And of course I'm getting kunai back, so I don't even have to walk over them. I mean, you probably all know all this, but some people don't. So that's why we're explaining everything.
Movement.
Is the update for the early May one out already, VFAC? No, no, no. It will be this Tuesday. So updates always launch on a Tuesday. So that's how I could kind of like predict the release dates. If they say end of May, you look at the Tuesday at the end of May.
It's always on my watch.
Okay, let's see how far he can come before he starts to notice me.
There.
Okay, he's
A
just
killer
gonna
is about.
check out that guy. It is really fun though to do this in combination with Akusa, because then of course, because I'm like probably on a higher spot. Let's see.
You show weakness.
Oh, yeah, we're elevated. That's why. But of course, otherwise you can use the chain assassination or the rush assassination. Where is this guy? Okay, there we go. That's the first one completed. Let's get that settlement.
I'll find out what's going on.
Like Genojo helping me. This settlement chest.
Yeah.
Or no, this is actually a gear chest. Whee! Okay, let's get out of here. Don't care for anything besides New Game Plus, which is gonna take a while, yeah. I mean, that is, I think, why... What was kind of my thing in regards to the roadmap as well. And I hope I'm wrong. Maybe the collaboration is way cooler than I think. Maybe it's more than just the helix pack. But I think what Valhalla at least tried to do, and they were not really successful. I think we're always looking back at Assassin's Creed games and being like, whoa, they were amazing. And they, of course, in most regards, like, you think of you remember the best memories, which is great. But remember the river raids when they came out for Valhalla, it was really bare bones. It was kind of, yeah, it was pretty repetitive. There was not a lot, like, happening. It did take long, though. Like, my point basically is, because they did improve, every river raid drop they had was better. Same for the mastery challenges and the Tombs of the Fallen. My point is that the idea behind them, I think, was really good. Instead of launching a mission that you can complete in probably 40... all the things are here. I mean, we know for a fact that this one is new because I've not even been to that location. But the idea behind them was great. It was like, let's make a new activity for people to actually do in the game that is more than a mission you can finish in 30 minutes. And I think that really was cool, because even if you were playing, if you were still in progress, like you did not finish the game yet, you could do that activity because you could buy the sort of shipyard or whatever you had to make for the river raids pretty early on. And then you had like a fun extra activity to get some new rewards, because they did add some, I think, a new armor set at the launch. Oh no, new weapons, I think, with the first drop. The idea behind this was pretty cool, and I'm just not really seeing that for Shadows right now. It seems like they're really, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm seeing people here saying, Mardari says, I'm just level 32. Like, of course, most people are still not finished with the game, and that's fine, like, take your time. My point in the video was, though, that the people that I think will engage and are curious about the post-launch are the people that are probably, or have probably finished most of the content already. And right now, I'm just not seeing a lot of, like, stuff for those types of people. And I think that is very important. Because a new difficulty is nice in June. So that's three weeks after launch, you give a new difficulty. That's great, but if there's nothing to actually use that on. Let's try something new that I tried.
Our banners will show our strength.
Then it's mostly just waiting for new stuff, and that's why I thought that, okay, if Claws of Awaji... I want to use the katana. If Claws of Awaji is in May and June, then having only quality of life things and no actual new content doesn't really matter. Am I... Okay. This guy just takes it. Let's try that again. You need to have like some sort of runway for the run on a fall to work. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Not as much as the Tanto. I knew it would blow me up as well, but it did take. There we go. Okay, let's call the Guardians. I don't care. I just tuned in. Finally, new Helix Store items. No, Mark. I think they will do that next week. Maybe that is also the reason why they did not leak. Like, I was like pretty surprised that we did not see any leaked Helix sets yet, but it seems like they're just not in the game yet. Yo.
Thought you'd be scared. Reinforcements to me.
I hate this guy.
I am not afraid. Shoot now.
Again, I do think that just with the Tanto and the Leaf Strike, it just deals so much more damage. That's crazy. And, like the katana with the posture attack just can't beat it. Hey guys. Yeah, I've not found a better strategy for now. How many guardians? Like 4 guardians? Way more damage than that katana does, and I have the same damage increases. It's crazy. So one hit involving the. See, I'm really curious what the Tuesday patch will bring in terms of nerfs. They might nerf stuff like this. They might. I do love this Guardian though. I do think he spawns like either in higher level regions or in or just after like having after the alarm bell has gone off like a few times. It's probably region based. But they also said like that we get new abilities with the drops. with the story drops. So yes. Oh yeah, we got the samurai kills now too. Okay, so that's like a good one. If you want to get the samurai kills, get them in this area. And we also, okay, wow, we're making nice progress because we also got the yeah, we also got the chest already, so we can leave. I can already complete the. I can already complete my my battle pass now. I miss Odyssey. The ship battles were fun and loved the singing. I don't miss the naval content that much. Although that was like always hard. Even if you found like a great combat build or whatever, I had to always, like, I played Nightmare on the ground, and in the sea I always had to turn down my difficulty because those ship battles could get pretty tough. So yeah, we kind of covered that. We're still, I think, in combat. Let's wait and see. Hey, greetings from Greece. Hey, Bjorn. Good to see you. Did I already say thanks to Greg for the Prime sub? Appreciate you. Thanks for that. I just turned in, so no, we talked about that. Xbox has increased the console price and will increase game price, and Xbox Series X will cost as much or more than the PS5 Pro. I just saw the news. Yeah, like an Xbox Series X with a 2 terabyte hard drive will cost the same as PS5 Pro. It's crazy. But yeah, they increased the price by $100 in the US, €50 in Europe. And nobody was buying the console, so they're just like, okay, we just don't want to take a loss on it. But yeah, it's crazy. We're getting into some some crazy times in terms of the economy, sadly. And that will make gaming a way more expensive hobby. It of course already was if you want to keep up with the new releases, but I mean, on that hand, like Ubisoft adding new free content to Shadows will be nice because you can just keep playing that. Okay, maybe let's get the viewpoint and get out of here, and then we can go to the arena and do the usual. Her hair in performance mode needs to look better. Looks like Lego hair. I played the game on GeForce Now first, and it was like really good. Like it gets streamed from a very high-end PC. Thanks, Dayfro the Third. Dayfro. Hope I did not butcher your name. So yeah, and then I switched to PS5, and yeah, the hair did not look as great. Oh, I can, by the way, increase my my damage even more because I don't have the 200 unspent mastery points. But hey, that's something we can still work on. It's time to go to the arena. I'm gonna open up the exchange in a moment, so people who just joined can see it. Just get a gaming PC with an OLED screen. I just love the console gaming. I don't know. I'm just like a sucker for that. I always played on PC too, but it's always the same for me. It's like there's always something not working. To be fair though, I do feel it has been better, and I do have a pretty good PC as well. For me as well though, and that's like kind of a me problem, but that is still a problem. And that is that, of course, I work in this office space too. So if I like game for like I've been playing a lot of Expedition 33, sometimes these sessions are like 3 hours long or longer. I don't want to like be in this room more than I have to. So it's nice to grab my PS5 Pro, put it in the living room, play on the big screen, and kind of have a separation, right, between, playing game. Like, it's already hard for me, and again, it's a me problem, first world problem, when I play a game, it's already hard for me to turn off the, oh, this is a good tip. Oh, this is, I should probably write this down. Oh, so to then also be in the office space is like extra, yeah, it doesn't help. So yeah, that's why I will always prefer console gaming. May it never die. And it of course has the best exclusives. Am I right? Ghost of Yote coming. What are you gonna do on a PC? You're gonna have the best PC. You can still have to wait probably a year or so. Okay. We're saving. We're gonna do the arena as we usually do. First, I'm gonna open the exchange as I said I would. Oh, I'm gonna turn down the volume then. Thanks for noting. I do prefer console too. Nice, Melissa. I mean, nice. I don't care what you prefer in general, but it's nice that we have more console lovers here. Any advice for finding Ronin, Samurai, Outlaws, etc. for the anomalies? Jonesy, so of course this week it's only the Samurais. Like I already said, fight them in the castle where you have to loot the chest. There you will find enough samurais to complete that. So again, we can do everything. We can like claim my final keys. Claim the final keys. Claim the final encrypted file. I've not seen like anyone, like even the like lore fanatics, I've not seen them talk about these data files at all. Like, is there any valuable info in there? Is there like anything exciting in there? I would not know. And we got the very cool, this is like a cheat code. This or like, it's not a cheat code, it's like an accessibility feature where you suddenly yeah, tag enemies on sight with Eagle Vision. Pop Eagle Vision. If you have the sound on, it's so satisfying. It's like it's like that. So yeah, the Cerulean guys. This one is of course amazing. I'm gonna immediately make sure that I wear this with Nawe. Not that it matters because I already saved. Still though, that is of course great. Why do we have an exclamation mark everywhere? I know it's like a bug, but let's see. Let's hope that I can like finish the enemies with this build. Did I check the exchange yet? No, I did not. I do need to make sure that I have the right one activated, so I'm gonna activate this. Because yeah, I've completed both. Now we have to wait 4 months. Invernal Eternity. I don't. Am I gonna waste it? I think I am. They got me. Don't do this. Don't do this. But I have to. Because I want to show you all the gear that is for sale. Only buy the chest piece. To be fair though, I do think it could kind of look cool on this set. So we're gonna do this. There it is. Yeah, okay, that's... I think, what an amazing looking headpiece. My bedroom is my office, is my lounge.
No one
I
will
mean,
take that from me.
if that works for you, sure. I prefer to have to be able to close the door. If you work from home, if you have worked from home, maybe during COVID or something, you know, if it like your living room, if everything's the same, I'm like, give me some space, lady. Now it's my time. Bam. The nice part is, every charged attack will instantly apply the poison. Will you not be triggered by the poison? Okay. You just have to hit her once. I think she will die from the effect. Yeah. Goodbye. I wanted to change it up. Last week I did the same build as the week before, as the week before, as the week before. So, make sure we have some different things. Did his eyes glow in the preview screen? I'm not sure if they glow in... You mean here? Yeah, they do, but you just don't really see it. Let's see if I can like make this work with the katana too. Let's get the nice katana going. Kill enemies, instantly charge posture. Let's see. How do you get the tournament unlocked? I'm level 35 and don't have it yet. Just continue with the main story. At one point you will see the quest next to your settlement. Okay, this will trigger poison too, that's pretty OP. This might be even more powerful. Feels kind of like cheating. Because we stun him now too. I mean, he already with this combo cannot really react. But maybe they will change that. Again, last update we had a lot of nerfs, so I'm curious what they will do. Like, look at this head here. I know I'm not helping. I said don't buy it, but I'm don't do it. Is there a rollover for the weekly quest reward? I have 100 data fragments to get the finish off before I do more on the second. Yeah, Greg. So, what happens, and they did add this later on, but it is in the game now. No, they're stunned too. That's so OP. But there is like a new there's like an extra reward that you have at the end. So all the leftover data fragments will be towards that reward. And yeah, because again, we know we seemingly have to wait a very long time for new projects. So in the meantime, we can just build towards this this extra. Let's see. Here, see, both have extra. So there's like an infinite thing to still get keys. So you get 400 keys per 2,000 data fragments, or 22,200. So is that every week? Let's see. Yeah, so probably every week you get 400 new keys, which is not really bad. I hate her because I'm like a glass cannon. Yeah, but she doesn't like poison either. Yeah, this build with the cannonball is way more fun when enemies actually fly from the charge posture attack. She's stunned again. We're gonna wait, and then hopefully I can like trigger the poison immediately after she's, because then she's like constantly stunned. No, okay, now she's not. But she will die. No! Again, oh! So close. Okay, then we do it like this. But yeah, with them like really rapidly adding new quality of life things, like the headgear and cutscenes coming in June, that's awesome. The new difficulty settings, etc. I really think that getting extra finishers before the end of the year, I think it's totally, that is like the #1 request I am seeing, apart from some like decisions, some design decisions. Like I am still not sure they know that we want to be able to change the time of day, but that was of course a design decision, right, to not do that. Not on my watch, bro. Why don't you die from the poison? A tragic death. Cyrus, hey, what's the update? So again, of course, the exchange and the anomalies were added again, and this Tuesday we get the first free mission. Again, I will probably change the thumbnail title and the title for the stream now that we kind of know what they're going to do, because with the previous games, the missions would actually be unlocking on the weekly reset timer. Like for Odyssey, the Lost Tales of Greece missions, what they basically did for Odyssey, for if you forgot about that, but what they basically did is they released the update that added the quality of life things and stuff, and then in that update they added the mission, the mythical creature, etc, etc, and then every week they would unlock one of those things. So they would maybe add 2 missions with the update, but they would then launch the week after. So then every week during the weekly reset, during the stream that we did, something new would happen. For Valhalla, the weekly reset was on Tuesday, so the same time as the update, so it would still make sense to have the new content in the title and stuff. But yeah, for Shadows, because the weekly reset is on Thursday instead of Tuesday, yeah, I don't think it actually makes sense, sadly, to these streams will... Oh wow, we have a new... Yeah, this is new. This is new, I think. Yeah, it's still new content. I'm gonna keep the title. We got a Guardian in our midst. Hello, my friend. Wanna fight? Let's just... Oh my god, why are you dying so fast? He's just gonna die from the damage over time, almost. He's gonna survive. I really thought we would have like a fun battle here, but... Why is he level 58? I think that's random. Like, Guardians spawn randomly in terms of level. So maybe he's like a higher level for you. I'm curious. Oh wow, we got another Guardian. See, so this is level 50. Maybe it depends on the round. I mean, it's cool that it's different though. It's cool that we are... I hope it's like 3 Guardians in one row, please. Yeah, 2 Guardians. Okay, that's awesome. Let's line them up. Let's line them up. Okay, this guy's standing still, so that helps. Yeah, we can line them up. Whoop-a-doo! We got them both. Okay, this one is for 61. Come at me. Come at me. I want your mask. Where did you get it? Can you give me that mask? Thanks, Kata, as always, for joining. I'm giving you a fair shot. I'm giving you a fair shot. Okay, he can totally take some hits. He can totally take some hits. Let's break his mask. If you are not giving it to me, then you cannot have it yourself. Remove it. I want to see your face. Now die from the poison. Think about what you did. Is he gonna survive? Yeah, he is. Okay, he's got another shot. Okay. That was awesome. That they had the Guardians. I hope you had more fun with that than I did. Maybe I should just go for the barehanded again. Let's see if I actually have enough now to get one of those. Okay, so I still need 400 for the extra reward. So next week we will get it. Day and night cycle in video games are sometimes a curse. I mean, it's getting dark now. And then it will be dark for 25 minutes. Like, that's too long. This week was super easy and fast. Selection was pretty decent. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, again, if you don't have that outfit for Naue yet, then you should totally get it. I think next week, Skata, we get the first Helix pack. Is there a way to replay the tournament, or are you keeping it safe just to replay it? Yeah, Bonks, that's how I do it. Like, we always... Like I said, when playing a game, I'm always thinking in terms of content. And I'm already thinking, like, okay, if I do a build video and there are no enemies left to fight, that's why I still have some castles with Samurai Daisho and stuff. I cannot show this build. I'm like, yeah, this build one-shots bosses, and there are no bosses. So that's why what I always do is go back to the save that I made before going to the tournament. And to be fair, I think it's kind of fun for the weekly reset streams too, that I have to go through the tournament first to get there. Have you heard about, Steve is asking, have you heard about the PS5 bug with the Tantos? Any info if there will be a fix? Is that like switching weapons or something? What do you mean, Steve? Okay, I just claimed the armor, but I had to switch to the other project for the data fragments to go forward towards the other rewards. Yeah, totally do that, Greg. Like, you wanna make sure that you get the other project, of course, first. But then, like I did as well, during this stream, then you wanna look, okay, for, like, I was already more advanced in the Awakening project, extra infinite rewards than in the Legacy one. So it made sense for me to activate this one again. And for you, that will be the case as well for Legacy. You will probably already have quite a lot in this bar, probably more than if you at one point finish the Awakening. But yeah, this will then be an extra way to get keys while we wait for this undiscovered data tease that we've already had for a long time. I really hope the projects are earlier than what we are now thinking, but like that's still crazy to me. Which build is this? How are you killing them with just a few shots? I mean, the meta in Shadows will for always be have 200 unspent mastery points. That is basically what you want, because then you also always with this trinket that you can get for both Naue and Yasuke. I did a video on it with the OP build, the OP build video or OP items video. Check that out. Here, the 1% damage per unspent mastery points that you see here. Like, that is what you want to have equipped at all times. Then just go to your mastery tree. Make sure that you remove the nodes that you don't need. And then you always, like I have 202 mastery points now. So I can spend again. I'm gonna probably spend it on some passive bonuses. Armor damage. Boom. And another one. Oh. And then I always have the 200% damage. And yeah, then you can then combine it with a lot of different playstyles and always have that 200%, which is really nice. But yeah, what I also do here, because again, for me the expert difficulty is not that hard. So to make it more fun, you can have the 75% damage but limited health to 25%. So then you have 275% extra damage. But yeah, you have to be careful that where you get hit, you will die pretty fast. But later in the game, you have a lot of rations, so should still not be an issue. Then you can also do a lot of like the 8% damage per adrenaline chunk filled. I don't really use abilities anyways, although they are very powerful, but I don't find them that fun. So yeah, then you always have 8% times the adrenaline slots that Yasuke has, 5 on the max level. 8 times 5, 30 extra % damage. And that's on one item. And you can like put that engraving on any item. So if you like calculate everything, you see how you can get very, very OP in this game. And that's why with them like having this 3-year plan or whatever, I think it's kind of wild to me. Like this trinket with the unspent mastery, the 1% per unspent mastery point, that is something you usually see at the end of the life cycle. Like, okay, we have no content planned. Here are, go have fun in the game, etc., etc. But them already giving that to you at the end of a main story, when they have multiple DLCs planned, a lot of free content, that's crazy to me, because you will always have this. So yeah, you will always be OP, and sure, I will maybe during the DLC not use this because it's no fun, but I hope that with the new difficulty they add, it will still be like challenging enough, even with the trinket. I really wish the abilities were more fun. I haven't been using them either. I think for me, what's the problem with the abilities first is Odyssey. Like Odyssey, and that really, I didn't think I was like in that camp, but Odyssey really, of course people were like, oh, why are all these abilities like magical abilities and stuff, but that made them a lot of fun to use, like doing crazy things that you would normally not be able to do in a grounded game. Did not really make sense, but it did make the abilities a lot of fun. And of course Shadows does not have that. They want to make sure that even though the abilities are strong, it is something that a samurai or something could do. To be fair though, there are of course some that are a bit over the top, but it's not like, hey, where is this beam of lightning coming from or whatever. But yeah, because in Odyssey they were magical, especially with the Fate of Atlantis, of course, adding a lot of fun abilities. Yeah, it made them more fun to use. And even in Valhalla, I think they were just, I think maybe not the problem, but I think the thing with the abilities in Shadows is that they take quite long too. They kind of take the game over for you. And in Valhalla the abilities were pretty rapid, so I do think that also kind of helps. Like Vengeance of Thor, you could just immediately do it. You could like chain it into a combo. Every time you use an ability in Shadows, you're like, okay, now I'm watching this same move for 3 seconds or 5 seconds, and then I can play again. So I think that might be why I'm not using the abilities either, because I don't want to see Yasuke grab an enemy and rip him apart again and have him fall on the ground. No, I'd much rather just smack him, because that's way faster. Joe's P VDAS, the adrenaline works the same as the as other games. So yeah, you build it up through getting hit, parrying, dodging, doing damage yourself, and then every ability costs 1 adrenaline bar. Oh, sorry, Ro Ninja says 8 times 5 is 40. You're right. 6 times 5. But it is. I have 5. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I thought the 8 was a 6, but no, you're right. So 40. You really should get your knowledge rank to 8. Yeah, I still need to look into that. Like, that will be something really fun to chase for sure. Oh my god, yeah. Increase damage by 1%. Cooldown. Then you can get 20% global passive. Yeah, that's pretty wild. This one is crazy too, actually. Yeah, I still need to like make sure that I do some more that I still like finish a lot of the stuff up that I have. But yeah, after having played a lot of the game, making a lot of videos, I was kind of ready to jump into other games. But yeah, obviously I still have quite some knowledge points to gain and stuff, so that will be something fun to do. And I would imagine that new DLCs also have these knowledge locations. So yeah, it will be fun to get them there too, and still have something to actually do. Because what happens when you reach knowledge rank 8? Are then the knowledge points like useless? Ronald, thanks as always for your support. Hey yo, JorRaptor, cool news. Far Cry 4 got a 60 FPS update for PS5 and Series X. So if you're interested, now's a great time to try that. Thanks for letting me know. I kind of miss you during all the Far Cry stuff. We, of course... I mean, there's nothing Far Cry going on, so it's like kind of hard to talk about it or stream it. But Far Cry 4 is the only one, and Far Cry Primal, that I did not, like, finish. So maybe I should. Maybe I should do that. The 60 FPS will totally make it more worth it. Thanks, Ronia, for the kind words. Rogue Kabuki says yes. So yes, you just don't get any new knowledge points. It's just over. Okay. How you beat the game and not do that is insane. What do you mean? Like, not get all the knowledge points? I need to get back into this game. You should, P. Yeah, I stopped doing the knowledge point read, saving the points. That is very smart, bogus moniker. Because they might increase the knowledge rank in the future. They have not said that yet, but they might increase it. And then, yeah, you have some knowledge points or like knowledge activities still available. But yeah. No, I should probably do that because then... To be fair though, I'm already super OP, so increasing my damage even further, it's not like something that will be very beneficial or anything. But that's where I'm gonna leave the stream. Again, this Tuesday will be very exciting. We get the first update. It will be very telling. This first mission will be very telling. How long this is. With them only showing one cutscene of Naue and Yasuke talking to the guy has me worried. I'm gonna be honest. If this one is like 10 minutes long, 20, if it's like pre-order, like like the dog mission long, I really hope that that's not the case. I hope it's like 30 minutes minimum. We will see. We will see though. But yeah, that should be a lot of fun to at least see. Of course, Codex update, quality of life improvements. Really hope it's like something that they have not announced yet. But the sell all feature will likely be back. And Codex update. And of course, a Helix pack will likely be dropping on this day too. And then 3 weeks later, we get like the first collab and stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking that this update is gonna be very telling. This update is gonna be very telling to see what they kind of have planned for us. How could you replay certain forts? I'm not replaying certain forts. But yeah, a castle reset I think is something they are working on, but they've not announced it. But again, something like that is needed because I think if they had something like that in place already, and the crazy part is we're asking that for every game. And Far Cry knew that, and then they did implement these features at launch, but somehow that information did not get through to the Assassin's Creed people. Either way, like, I think that would be very nice to at least have something to replay or something to do with maybe new abilities or whatever you've earned. Right now it will be like earning or getting the new Helix pack or getting the weapons and then waiting for new content if you actually want to use them. If you, like me, have finished most of the stuff. Although, to be fair, I still have some stuff to do, but it's like, I will probably be done in a few hours, like getting the final targets and stuff. And I want to have some of them to still show stuff, if that's possible, but yeah. Darklaw, if you had to guess what the level cap will end up being. The level cap increase? Darklaw, I would not be surprised if they go to 99 immediately. But with him like saying significantly, I think it's like 80 minimum. But usually they did a level cap increase for the DLCs. But that's seemingly not happening because they talked about New Game Plus. I think they're gonna go 99 with New Game Plus. That is my crazy prediction, but I think minimum 80. But yeah. Laura Red is saying, do you have anything new about Jade? No, sadly not. Wish I had though, because I'm after Shadows actually extra excited about the game. That would be really fun to cover that here, to do a stream about that. Because I think the post-launch for that will be way better than for Shadows. Just saying. But it's a different type of game. It's free to play. They of course need to have more post-launch stuff than a Shadows. Hey, Severus, I'm going offline now. So you're late. No. Thanks everyone for watching as always. Yeah, next week will be a lot of fun. This stream will be a lot of fun next week too. I will likely showcase that Helix pack and all the good stuff. So hope to see you then. Make sure you are subscribed if you have not already. And thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest of the week. Good weekend.